morning. I had a dream last night that there was a giant, it must have been like 10 feet in diameter, stump in the ground. And it had a bunch of metal, like heavy metal, stuck in it. I don't know if it was the back of axe heads, like where they're like square in the back, but they were stuck in it. And there were a bunch of people who were all surrounding it, and we were saying, well, there's no way we're going to be able to move that. So I'm not really sure what that meant, and I'd like to know what you think in the comments. Also, I wanted to talk for a moment as not only a psychic and intuitive, but also as a neurosomatic coach, professional, about how you need to take a break from your big emotions for your body's sake. Your body needs a break from giant emotions. So when you see something, if you're still looking all the time, which you shouldn't be, at the news, if you see something, it makes sense to be irritated by that. It makes sense to be scared. But here's what's true. There are people with way more power than I have working in that area of that thing. Here's something I can do. And then take those actions and then, good work, you did something. Now let's get to the rest of our day. Let's think about things that we're grateful for. Let's do something that brings us joy. Let's dance. Let's put positive energy out into the world. Okay? We don't feed the fear by constantly digesting it and then blehing it back out, right? Because that's what feeds the fear machine that they're trying to create, right? We're smarter than that. So we do the work without this big emotional thing behind it. Just a little bit, just enough to activate us to do something. And then we let it go. Because if we keep holding on, and most of you probably know this if you're in these circles, if you keep holding on to emotions, whether they're from the way past or from the recent past or just from today, they're going to affect you physically, right? That's how we get, chronic pain. That's how we get other illnesses. It has to express itself somewhere. Also, the body will create pain to distract us from emotions that it doesn't think that we're capable of feeling. So if we're always dumping out that capacity cup that I talk about, our capacity to be with difficult things, which is resiliency, right? If we're dumping it out regularly by releasing what we're feeling, right? And integrating and saying, I got you, to our nervous systems, then we have more room for little drops of annoyances and things that are not pleasant for us in that cup, right? And if we don't dump it out, then our beautiful, smart nervous system and brain will say, oop, that's too much for them to handle right now. I'm going to cut off oxygen to a muscle group. I kid you not, that's what it does, so that they have pain in their shoulder and they're distracted by that all day, so they can't really pay attention to the other stuff. Pretty smart. So our work is to breathe into and allow the emotion for a moment, and then tell it what's true, take an action, and return to joy, return to ease, return to hope, return to it's already done, the feeling of it's already over, because the more actions that people are taking everywhere right now, the sooner it's going to be over. And the more we keep our focus on what we're creating, not what's falling apart, the faster it will come in, okay? I hope that helps. And yeah, let me know what you think about that tree stump. Interesting, huh?